So for this assignment, we had to find an agency, a workplace agency, and like tell about what they do and who they protect, and give some examples of cases that the defendants won and cases that they didn't win. So I got OSHA, which is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. It ensures a safe and healthy work environment and makes sure that workers are protected by making and enforcing protective standards and procedures. Who it protects workers and employees from dangerous workplace environments and practices. And some fun facts facts about it that I didn't know was the average inspection is 22 hours long, which I thought it'd be a lot quicker than that. I thought it'd be like a couple hours, maybe 3, 4, 5, definitely not 22. And OSHA was the first protective workplace agency, and before it came along, most Americans didn't have access to a safe work environment, and it was just, if you kind of didn't have it, if your employer just didn't care about your safety, then you were unprotected. Workplace injuries cost over $53 billion a year. That's something I found out from, not necessarily about OSHA, but something that OSHA's trying to help. $53 billion a year workplace injuries cost employers. So that's with workers' comp and all that. And I think it said it's a little over $1 billion. If you think about that, it's a little over $1 billion a week on a workers' comp. So that's a huge number that OSHA's trying to bring down, and it costs less money on employers and meanwhile make employees more safe at the job site. A case that OSHA made issued a violation and it stuck is in 2016, the Flintlock Construction Service LLC. It was a contraction service, it was a contractor in New York, and they were building a 23-story hotel. He failed to protect his employees on scaffolding with falls up to 26 feet. Flintlock contested. He was fined $249,000. So of course he contested, brought it to court. It was upheld in court, and they said it was a clear case of an employer placing employees at risk. That's a quote from the trial. And then January 14th of 2022, C&W. This is a case that it was overturned. January 14th of 2022, C&W Facility Services, an employee fell off a ship and unfortunately did not make it while pressure washing the ship. The initial fine was $12,675, and they contested it, brought it to court, and they found that the employee was not responsible because the employer was not responsible because the employee was not wearing a PED, a flotation device, a life jacket, anything to keep them afloat. They were not wearing a PED while they were pressure washing, so it was deemed not the employer's fault, and the fine was overturned. And they deemed it not the employer's responsibility to make sure that the employee was wearing a PED while pressure washing. But yep, that's OSHA.